Welcome back to the Bak'n Show. In today's episode, we're going to go over the Spider Farmer grill. Here in the Spider Farmer 3x3, we've run by the Spider Farmer G3000 Lite. And we are running these plants that we see here in the Spider Farmer DWC system. Down the two plants that we're looking at are the, what is this here? Gorilla Cookies and the something suits, sticky suits, sorry for that. And actually y'all just saw these plants just a few days ago. Let me get on these plants right quick. Just a few days ago. We're only in week 4 flower. Just started the other day. Today is, what is this, June the 5th? And I think y'all seen these plants around the 1st. Let me just get in here a little closer so y'all can see what they're looking like. Now, a couple of them I had to make a couple changes to. Let's get all the way back in here. You see that yo-yo right there? Well, you see what it's holding on to. Let's slide up just a little bit. See that branch there is grabbing? Well, that branch there was grabbing. It was on the light, excuse me. So I pulled it down using that yo-yo, and I just hooked the yo-yo to the trellis net that's right there. So, yeah, man, as you see, let's get on back down here so you can see how the canopy, it is on the light practically. I mean, I have an inch, 2 inches maybe from the light, from the leaves here, and there's one back there. It's kind of like doing the same thing. Everything in here pretty much has been super cropped at some point, or these here finally just kind of caught up to the other ones that were taken off. You see the bud clips got back there. This red one all the way back there. A couple other ones fell off that were right up here on the front. See, this is super crop. There's another one turned right behind it. Yeah, see that right there. But I mean, these plants were just growing like crazy. And one other thing, slide over this way here so you can see this. If you remember the last episode, we got into the humidity problem that we was having in here. Now they got the dehumidifier running in here, holding steady, 79, great temperature, and the humidity is perfect for a flowering plant. So that if I could live like that the rest of this run, that'll be perfect. Under canopy lighting, still doing its thing. Now there's a big gap now because these plants did this stretch thing between this light here, these lights, excuse me, all the way around, and the main light all the way up here. They were trying to keep it about a foot to 15 inches apart, but yeah, it's much further apart than that now. So it's more like a 20-inch gap or 24 inches, something like that. But so I have to move these lights up this week just to maintain this middle, right in this here. But it don't have to be right in the middle, but at least up here too where this trellis net is, and to capture all of this right here. And I can angle them down so it'll capture all of this down here, which I wanted to do. And it's right on top of it. Just need to come up a little higher, and my guesstimation should be right there, because the upper canopy light here, this light here, is probably penetrating roughly about a foot or so down into the canopy. So if this is about a foot into the canopy right here, if this was right at the bottom, it's gonna pick up that bottom half. So if the lights were moved like right here, then it would pick up this bottom foot here. So yeah, roughly these plants are 24 to 30 inches tall. So yeah, that's what they look like here. They're pretty big, and you see that they're just totally green. I don't have any purple and nothing in the stems anywhere, not even in the leaves. Normally I get them in the leaf stems on the top of the leaf. The top of the stem, the part that's just facing the light, like right in here. But none of that's happening here. And you can see the bud sites are starting to develop nicely here. And the internodal spacing is decent. It's not real tight, but it's tight enough that you're gonna have some quality buds. And this DWC thing, these plants are rocking. Like I said, y'all just saw these plants just a few days ago, and the buds that you see are starting to develop. Just in, I think it's 4 or 5 days. Just the last time y'all saw these plants. But I mean, since the last video, y'all seen these plants. The recordings are put out a little few days later or whatever. But you get the idea. But one of the main reasons why I decided to come in here and record this, I wasn't going to do it, but when I looked in here and I saw this, I said, God damn. Now, I knew DWC grows like crazy, and you can see these plants are fucking huge for 2 damn plants. But down in here, I want y'all to see these roots. Now, you see that. You see what the roots look like. Two good shot. Nice and big, beautiful roots. But you see the water level? The water level is all the way down at the very bottom. Let's look at the other plant too. Lead you out. That's her roots. They're looking like water level in there is even lower. But as I said to y'all when we started this video, today is June the 5th. And on my records over here, let's slide over to my board. And we're looking at this. Yeah, these are my notes for this 10 here. Now, like I said, today is June the 5th. Slide over to the calendar. You can see that. June the 5th. I topped these plants off June the 1st. Let's get back over here. And these buckets are practically empty. They're down to the last, I don't know, I ain't gonna call it practically empty, but it's down to the last gallon or so. So in a matter of 4 days, I'm gonna say that I started to see these had about 4 gallons of water in them on June the 1st. and 4 gallons is roughly at the very bottom of that net pot right there. When it's touching it, it's about 4 gallons from there down. We're down to the very bottom of this tank, because the air stone down there is sitting at the very top of the water line here. And over here, I don't even know if the air stone is still in the water. And this was just yesterday when I looked there, I checked these daily. When I looked in here, I seen it bubbling. So these plants are drinking like fucking crazy. So yeah, I wish this was. Now I see how people do the RDWC, the recirculating deep water culture. So you can get a bigger buckets on them, and the water just keeps recirculating in. Or you just have bigger buckets down here. But when we ain't working with a lot of tent, you can't get these plants but so big. But yeah, that's why I brought y'all back in today. I thought that was pretty, I said, damn, again, this is new to me. So for some of y'all that's been doing DWC for a while, y'all like, that ain't shit, that's what they do. If you look at mine, and some of y'all plants look like they're on steroids. And shit, they growing so damn well in this game. But yeah, like, I'm new to the game, and I'm getting used to how this runs, and I'm impressed, big time. But yeah, I just need to refill these. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna empty that last bit of water out of both of them, and I'm gonna go ahead and refill these buckets with some fresh water, some fresh newts. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that. But I'll be back in a few days and let y'all see what the plants look like then. There's no need to keep you on to show you how I refill these tanks, because y'all seen that before. But I just want y'all to see the size of the buds today, the water level, how that was. So when we come back, y'all having this in a few days. Like I said, I'm gonna come back in a few days, maybe 3 or 4 days, and let y'all see it then. I'm keying in on this particular branch here, because when we come back, we're gonna take a look at this one here, particularly. and see how it's developed. It's really easy to do, that one there to remember to do it. And these 3 right here across the front, they're pretty big and they got some nice bud sets on them. So we'll see how much they'll develop in just a few days. Plus, I might be able to get one more IPM spray in here. A gnat just flew in front of me, and I haven't seen none in here in a minute. And I don't know if they came out this tent. I don't see nothing flying around down low on my stones. So we like to keep it that way. And that might have just been down here in the basement. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back in a few days and I'll let y'all see what the girls look like then. See y'all then. Now over here in the Spider Farmer veg corner, let's take a look at the plant stand. And I came in here a little while ago to take a look at this. Before I open this door, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Today's date is June the 8th, right? On June the 6th, let's look at my little dry erase board I got here. We just took the clones. That's something right here. Here we go. Transplanted the cups and moved into the Spider Farmer tent on June the 2nd. And that same day, I fed it some veg newts. So that's the note to myself, right? Today, like I said, is June the 8th. So we're 6 days later. So let's see what the girls look like today. Sorry about the camera work. I'll just put this up here so y'all can see in here. We're up here. So I'm not even gonna get down to the bottom row yet, because I want you to definitely see that one. As you can see, the girls are growing. The top row here is the sticky suits, the 2 sticky suits that we had. And I'll take one of them out so you can see. Nice and healthy. Doing very well. Should be in the clear cups, but they won't be in here much longer because the way they're growing, great move them into the 1 gallons. Here's the other one here. Just as well. So we got 2 good ones. The next row was the papaya funk, and we had the 4 of them, and them 2 are doing very well. And the roots coming all at the bottom. And again, I do know they should not be in these clear cups, but these are the last of my clear. I had a bunch of these clear cups. I took maybe about 2 years to use them all up. But these are the last of them. So now I'll get me some, I don't know, some little pots instead of these solo cups. Some kind of, I don't want to start with 1 gallons, but maybe half-gallon pots or something like that. But yeah, but this is what this one is looking like. The other ones look similar. The one in the back is the biggest one. That one here, nice and healthy looking. Now, I have one that's looking a little funky right now, and that would be this. This one here got a little curl on a leaf. Like it's these bottom ones down there. Like it's getting too much light. These lights are only, I'm not sure I forgot the wattage on them, but they're very, very weak. Not weak, but this not that strong. This one here got a little funky shit going on top of it, like a little burn or something. Well, once again, like I said, this is not a very strong light. It's a weaker clone, so but don't make it. I mean, it looks fine. I mean, it's definitely roots down there. Soft. Yeah, so it should be cool. Let's give it a minute. And down, but down at the bottom row is Sugar Britches times RS11. Now we're only talking 1 week, and in 1 week's time, these plants are now touching the lights, so they got to come up out of here. I think all 6 of them. No, I'm not sure. I can't see all the way to the back, but yeah, it looks like all 6 of them are touching the light. So it's time for them to come over into this tent here, the 2x4. And over here in this 2x4, we have some clones in here. It's nothing to show you. They were taken on the, put in here the same time, June the 2nd. But none of them looks like they've rooted, at least coming out of the bottoms yet. But they still nice and healthy looking. Crack the dome for you. So yeah, I have no issues there. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to. I wanted to show you the corner anyway, to show you what it looks like this week. But this, how much these bottoms have grown. Let's get a look at the roots. I didn't even pull one of them out. Let you see that. Yeah, look how the roots are growing in this thing. They definitely got to come out of here. Yeah, these are some healthy ass plants. And if you remember, I am growing these plants in another run in the Vivo Sun 4x4 tent that's right across from the 3x3, the Spider Farmer 3x3. These two strains here are running in there, one of each, and the whole tent, if you've seen them run, that run over there, is packed. They doing dynamite. But this RS11 down here, this Sugar Britches RS11, it's a healthy ass grow. I mean, they grow their ass off. So I was looking to run a tent with this four of those and 4 of these up here, and I still may do that. I just got to figure out how to do it, and or if I even want to do it, because I'm getting ready to add another strain to this tent. Should do it here in this video while I'm on it. You know what? I'm going to do that. So give me a second. I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to bring the strain over, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, I can add it right on this top row because there's plenty space and I got plenty soil to do it with. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, this is what I stopped for. If you, I'm not sure if my son put the other video out yet, the last strain review. The strain review was of this Cranberry Z from the brother Kind Buds. He sent me an eighth. We did the strain review on it, and it was some fire. And he also sent me a couple beans, and I said I was going to grow them out. So decided to, on this video, to go ahead and crack the beans. So I already got a couple cups. These are the last two clear cups that I had. So I got the cups right here. I already marked them, the date, name, and here I just put the little tube it came in right here. A couple seeds there. And all we're gonna do now is I haven't poked the hole yet. Let me do that. Just poke a hole in each one of them. Not very deep, a 1/4 inch. Yeah. Once again, excuse the camera work. I'm trying to make sure I don't drop these seeds. And try to pour one seed in each one of these. It's a little race. Boom, one in it. We just dropped the other one in there. Now we gotta see where we dropped them at. Let's see. Yep, this one made it in a hole. Perfect spot. Check the other one. The other one was just off just a little bit. We got it in there. We'll cover it up. That should be enough. Same thing over here. See the seed right down in there. Just cover it up. Yep, and that's it. And I'm right up here on the board here. When I put them in here, so I don't forget, because I damn sure know I'm gonna forget. So this is right up here, June the 8th. Let's try a different color. Horrible handwriting, but y'all know what it is. And I can keep a track of when I put them in here. So that's what we got going on over here in the veg corner. Oh yeah, last thing, I'm gonna move these plants here out of here. They can't stand here no longer. Definitely gonna have to only turn up this light over here so they can get a little bit more light. I hope they don't affect my clones, but they should be. Sorry about that. All right, yeah, I just put a couple of them over them. Slide 3 over here. 3 and 3. 3 of them over there. 3 of them over here. Clones here in the middle. Got quite a bit of distance between the light and the plants, so it should be fine. Now I do have this turned all the way down, so I can turn this up just a little bit. I think we're on. I want to see. What is the lowest setting on here? Alright, there we can increase that to about right there. Should be still fine. It's the old style. On the driver, you got to put a screwdriver down in the driver to turn it up. I think, yeah, I do. It is. Didn't realize that one of the diodes is out. I know it's looking kind of funny. Right there. I've had this light for years. It's a HLG something. What the hell is it? 240. Yeah. Man, this thing has been going for years. But as long as you keep doing this here, I'll keep running until it burns out. And as you know, I got plenty of lights, so I have replacements. But yeah, that's what the plants look like this week over here in the veg corner. No, it was a little long, but Cranberry Z from Brother Con Buds. We got him rocking and rolling now. And we'll see what she get. We'll see what we'll get. All right, let's get back over to the 3x3. All right, we're back here in the laundry room. And I'm starting it like this here, because this is 4 days later from the time that y'all have seen it. And then y'all gonna get to see in that tent in just a second that them fucking girls are blowing up. But I wanted to come over here real quick just to show y'all. It was June the 5th, the last time I think we were on this video, the last update, where I showed y'all why I changed out the buckets, so on and so forth, and whatever else I did on that video. But the reason why I'm bringing that up today is where we over here. We're here June the 9th. It's only 4 days later. And there's a reason why I'm pointing that out right now. One of the reasons was over here with the Spider Farmer dehumidifier. If you remember, I put this in here on May the 29th and set it up with the bucket. The bucket lasted all the way to just yesterday, June the 8th. So yeah, it took that long to fill it all the way up to the very top of this bucket. Just maybe an inch from the very top. I was able to carry it over to my tub behind us and dump it out. But yeah, it just let me know when I do leave and go on my trips. Some of the times I'll be going 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. It lets me know how long that dehumidifier will go before I have to get somebody to come over here and empty it out. More than likely my son, because he'll be the one coming over here checking on the plants. So yeah, that dehumidifier is doing its thing. And another thing with it, before I get into the plants real quick, as you can see, it's holding the humidity nicely. 55% is perfect for this time in flower. We are in week 4 of flower, I believe. Where we at with this tent here? Here, I think, yeah. Oh, tomorrow starts week 5 of flower. Yes, the blue dots represent the tents that's in this room here. The black dots represent the other 2 tents that's out there. Both of those, both areas are has 2 tents, and both areas are flowering. So that's how I identify which one is in which week. And like I said, tomorrow starts week 5 of these 2 tents in here. Now, obviously that one's closed up. That's a different video. But over here, let's take a look at these girls here. Now, like I said to y'all, it was 4 days ago when y'all seen these girls last. These girls fucking on steroids. I mean, I'm doing all kind of stuff. And it's impossible to keep them off the light. I've done everything in the book. And look at this here. I've taken yo-yos, tied them to the trellis net, and pulled the branches back down. And they're still pulling back up. I did it in a couple spots. Back there, I did the same setup. Up here on top, I super cropped, and I took yo-yo from, you can see that one right up there, and pulled it down to hold up this branch right here. I don't need it anymore. It's not supporting anything now. I can actually unhook that now. And take it back up. Here we go. Got them yo-yos that get stuck. Yeah, it ain't. Sorry about the camera work. Slowly making his way up, but there you go. Trying to get there. There it is. All right, but yeah, this is what the plants look like. But yeah, all in here. Look at how the leaves are standing up, praying up to these lights. The supplemental lights are doing their thing, but you got mad stretching. It's starting to get really frosty back there. I'm just noticing that myself. If I can get that to zoom in. I mean, not zoom in, but to clear up right there. It's starting to get really frosty up in here. Yeah. These girls are extremely healthy. Let me open back up here. Extremely healthy. Now they are, showed y'all in the past videos, we got the supplemental, the IR, one of these 2 lights. One is the IR, the other one is UV, and we have the deep red lights here going in the middle. And it's doing its thing. I cannot get this, you can't see that because I know the digital whatever thing going, but it's set on 60%. You get close, there you go, you can see it now. But yeah, it's set on 60%, and I cannot get it any higher than that without burning the top of these plants. And we still got the sidebar lighting, which you can barely see now because the canopy is swallowing it up. But it has done some mad stretching. Internodal spacing is starting to fill in nicely here. My stems are still nice and green from my leaves to the main branching all the way down. So I know my nutrients are on point. We do got some stuff going on up here, if you can see down in there with the leaves. A couple of them in there, but when you start to go on this deep in the flower, you're going to start having some issues with some leaves, but nothing too serious. Now, one of the other things I wanted to get into, and the reason why I showed you all that, what I was showing you in the beginning when we first came back, I want you, when that last time I was in here, I mentioned to y'all, well, no, last time I was in here, I filled these buckets up. And just now I said to y'all, I wanted y'all to see this. That's why I was showing y'all all of what I just showed y'all. So I show y'all how much these plants have eaten in 4 days. Or eaten, whatever. Because they sucked damn near all this shit up. I mean, it's all the way. Let me see if I can get the light on. Let me turn this here. A little too close. Yeah, there was a light there. Look, we are all the way down there with the water. I mean, the water was up to, I did on this particular refill. What I did, I'm showing it to you from this view here. Now you see the net pot down in there. And you see the individual, about every inch it has like a solid striped line. I went up to that third line from the bottom of that net pot up to, from the bottom, kind of 1-2 lines. I filled it all the way up to there. Normally I'd stop at the very bottom of the net pot. That's as high as I have the water. But this time here I said, let me go a little higher to see if I can get a few extra days out of it, and then see if it would affect the plants any. And I haven't showed y'all any of this under canopy, so it's looking damn good up under here too. So let y'all see it over here too. Same thing. Water all the way down there. Roots looking fantastic. But yeah, I said, damn, let me fill it up a little bit more and see how long a bucket would last. And 4 days later, that's where we at. So I maybe can let that go until tomorrow. And but I'm definitely gonna have to empty what's left of it out and refill the bucket. And these plants are just, fuck, let me back all the way out if I can turn that light off. From here, and it's really hard, as a tent right behind me, so excuse my hand. Just look how big this is. 2 plants, 3x3, mad size. The 2 plants are the Sticky Suits and the Gorilla Cookies. Both of those are from Elevate Seeds. I believe that's where I got those from. But this is crazy. Last DWC run, which was my very first. Again, I've always said I had successful runs when I harvest some weed. And the weed was good, but it just was very little because I didn't know what I was doing, made some mistakes. But on this run here, I've corrected them. Took the advice of you subscribers and people that was just commenting on watching me do this, and I definitely appreciate it. Hats off to all of y'all, because this is gonna be a serious harvest. And this is I know this is definitely gonna be my biggest harvest in this 3x3. I haven't had this 3x3 for so long, but this is definitely gonna be one of the biggest ones. These plants are doing a damn thing. I mean, no complaints. None. Easy grow. Outside of just letting these plants veg maybe 2 weeks too long, we can get in here where I can see all this super cropping up. And look at that knuckle there. Look at this one bent up here. There's another one that still has the clip on it right there. Yeah, I could probably pull that clip off of there now. Yeah, I came off of there easy. But yeah, man, these plants, I don't know what else to say. You know, almost week 5 of flower. In the next couple weeks, they're gonna really take off. So I gotta stay on top of them with the pHs, but hell, the water ain't lasting long enough that I can keep coming in and really pHing the shit. They just sucking everything up and shit. But but I'll definitely stay on top of it. I do have another trip planned coming soon, and I'll be gone again for about 9 or 10 days. And my son is going to have to come over here and take care of this for me. But it'll be at the very end, and so it don't really matter. It'll just be flushing anyway. So it'll be all good. But yeah, man, y'all see what these girls look like. This Spider Farmer Light, this G3000, 3x3 tent, 6-inch fan, DWC system, Spider Farmer dehumidifier. The humidifier I took out of here because obviously you know I don't need the humidifier. Definitely in this basement. The humidity is is high. Well, let's see what the hydrometer says today. Oh, it's down here anyway. It's 52. The humidity in this the long room here is 52. So a little warm though, 78. But yeah, man, that's what the girls over here in the Spider Farmer looks like. Y'all got to see these about 4 or 5 days ago. See how they've grown since. I let y'all see the DWC, the Spider Farmer Veg Corner. That's what I'm calling it now. How did the plant stand is set up. How them girls were jumping over there. They were gotten so big, I had to take them out of the plant stand already. They was only in there for a few days, and which ones was that? The RS11s that I got, the Sugar Britches times RS11s. They had gotten so big, I had all 6 of them gotten so big, I had to take them out of there and put them in a 2x4. And then I believe, just the other day, did I go in there? I think it just, no, I think I left them in there this morning. I was going to take them out this morning, the other plants that were left in there, and slide them over to the 2x4. But I also have clones in the clone dome in that 2x4 too, so I'm gonna ease up, let the mother plants stay in there a little longer. When they start touching the lights like those other 6 were, then they'll get moved over next door too. Plus, I need to make room for the plants that are in the clone dome. So as soon as they get rooted, I get them put in some cups. They got to go in there, in their place. So keeping everything kind of perpetual this round here. I mean, I've pretty much always got something going. But all the tents, with the 4 flower tents, they'll keep something going pretty much through the summer. I didn't intend to do that, but looks like I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, that's all we have for y'all in this week's episode, y'all. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay baked.